All right, what's up, people? It's Lorenzo back with Lorenzo Fit MMA. So today we're going to get into takedowns, but specifically we're going to talk about level changing and penetration step. This is the foundation of your leg takedowns, right? Takedowns from the bottom. So a lot of people, when they're starting to learn grappling, especially when it comes to Jiu-Jitsu, have a hard time when it comes to learning the level change and the proper penetration step. And I think the reason why is because a lot of people who practice Jiu-Jitsu, if they've never come from a wrestling background, fail to have the proper understanding of mechanics, especially the proper mechanics to execute an effective takedown. So I'm just going to simplify it as easy as possible in terms of the level change and the penetration step. So first things first, when it comes to wrestling, right, you learn stance is very, very important. Now, in a striking art, right, kickboxing, boxing, Muay Thai, you're a lot taller, more upright, right? But when you're grappling, you're a little bit lower because you want to defend against people grabbing your legs, snatching you up, and taking you down. So that's very, very important. You want to prevent them from taking you down with a good stance, right? Your hands are nice and tight, right? And you're preventing your opponent from getting to your legs. So a couple of things I want to go over is just first line of defense in wrestling is your head. With your head, right, getting a low, nice stance, you prevent, right, your opponent with just your head from getting in, right? You're able to defend against an opponent coming in. Then, second layer is going to be your hands, right? You can down block, right? Prevent them from getting your legs. Boom, boom, right? Preventing them from getting your legs. Then you can snatch them and get an underhook, right? After your hands, third layer of defense is going to be your hips. Right? So if they get past your head, right? If they get underneath your head, right? Height is very important. So if they're lower than you, if they get underneath your head and they beat your hands, then your last line of defense is going to be your hips. So if they come in, you're going to sprawl, right? Getting up, circling, right? Smashing your hips down, right? Is very important because it prevents them from getting to your legs. That's why you push your hips back, right? Driving back, getting back up, circling, right? And going for a reshot, right? Coming in, taking them down. So that's very important in terms of grappling, learning how to properly defend yourself. Now, let's get into the penetration step and the level change. So first, like I mentioned before, your level is extremely important when it comes to executing takedowns. You'll get to a nice low level. The reason why is because you want to get underneath their lines of defense, head, hands, and hips. Beating all three, getting to the hips, right? So what we do is, in this situation, we get a nice low level change, right? And from this, we want to do something called an L step. You're forming an L with your body. So level change, and then we're coming in, right? Level change first. I see guys doing this backwards, wrong all the time. You want to get to a low level first. Boom, low level. Boom, low level. If you look at Jordan Burroughs, right, one of the best wrestlers, multiple time world champion, gold medalist in the Olympics. You see him in his prime, constantly, right, faking with the level change, right, faking with the level change. Why? Because that's a constant threat. Someone's getting ready to come in. So that's the first thing I want you to do is working on level changing. Then the second step is going to be, right, L step coming in. So first level change, and then penetration step. Coming in, getting to the legs. So level change, and then you're gonna step, driving through to your knee, and then coming up, completing the takedown. So once again, level change, step through, coming to the knee, driving up, and then coming over across. So it's gonna look like this. I'm gonna do it in real time. Boom, coming over, right? Working good defense, right? Nice and low, proper stance, right? Hands nice and tight, not flaring out the elbows, not allowing them to get to your body, right? Level change, boom, coming over. Boom, boom. Proper level change. Now, the level change itself, there's many finishes from there, right? You have your singles, right? Coming over to the single side. Boom, coming over and finishing. Then you have what I just demonstrated before. It's gonna be your doubles. Boom, boom. boom. So that's gonna be your L step, right? Once again, level change, coming in and around. So I'm gonna demonstrate in real time, just completing the takedown. So I'm here, level change, come through, and then driving over. Thanks, Hunter. But again, you can use it for singles, level change, coming here, right? I have my angle, and then I can complete the takedown. So common mistakes, I see guys they come down at a diagonal. They're combining the level change with the L step. They come like this, they just slam their knee into the ground. This is a big no-no, right? If you come directly from here and jump down to your knee, it's gonna hurt. So you need to get to a low level first, right? Then look at the impact difference. Boom, I'm already low. So that creates way less impact on the knee, guys. Right? I'm already nice and low. I'm driving forward, coming up, and completing my penetration step. So instead of coming all the way from this height, right down, slamming my knee at a diagonal, smashing my knee into the ground, which hurts, which is why people are scared, especially coming from Jiu-Jitsu. That's why a lot of people are scared, right, to execute that proper level change because they're doing it wrong. You need to get low first, right? Get low first, then drive forward and come over, right? Level change and come over. Very, very important, right? Very, very important. Level change first, right? Getting low, very, very important. Level change and then drive, right? Level change and then drive. Level change and then penetrate. And then again, once you get that down, then you can work all your takedowns, doubles, but also singles. All right, now the ground here is not the best, but even here on this sticky ground, I can still execute it. So that is the basics of your takedowns, right? Level changing, penetration step, right? Driving through and then cutting the corner. Make sure too, that's the last piece I want to mention, is cut the corner. So a lot of guys will just drive forward and then in a grappling sense, you can fall right into a guillotine. So it's a big no-no. Make sure after you complete, right, your penetration step, right, you have this leg here, right? So if I do the proper steps, level change, driving this leg up, and then I'm looking over, I'm on my opponent's legs, and then I'm driving, moving perpendicular to my opponent. Not straight back where I can fall into his guard or his guillotine. I'm coming down, level changing, stepping up here. And then I'm driving this way, right? Head up, not head down. Head up, strong neck, right? Grabbing my grip, grabbing behind the knees, right? There's many different options. And then driving with this leg, cutting across and finishing. So very basic, but again, you have to practice it properly, using the proper mechanics. Level change, right? Using that L step, driving through, right? Penetrating, and then completing the takedown. All right, guys, so I wanted to make this video because I see a lot of people who practice Jiu-Jitsu have a hard time when it comes to penetrating, getting to the legs, right? They fall into guillotines and they get tapped out. They smash in their knee because they're not level changing first. It's a disaster. And because of that, people never properly develop good takedowns. They get scared and they shy away from it, only working on just their guard. Very important skill, but in terms of being a complete grappler, this is absolutely an essential skill. So subscribe more for more fight tips, more MMA tips, both striking and grappling techniques. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.